What if your story could ignite a movement? At New Solutions Network, we merge truth, resilience, and reinvention, fueling shows that cut past the noise and light up what really matters: human potential. Police, athletes, survivors, incarcerated folks, visionaries, we bring raw, real voices the world needs to hear. Want to share your story? Want to sponsor change? Now is the time. New Solutions Network, unlocking the future, one voice at a time.
Welcome back to another episode of Organized Minds. So it's Mike P. and
Joe Arena.
Mike D.
Mike D. You got it right. And Joe Arena.
That's me.
Joe Arena. So we got a little special something going on today. So I don't usually get this opportunity. So what happened when I was a cop, I made a lot of arrests chasing people around. And today we brought one of those people in. And we're going to see, it's good to see the other side of it.
Let's hear the other side.
Yeah, we can hear the other side of it.
Absolutely.
I want everybody to welcome, give him a big welcome, Joe Arena.
Thank you
Right?
very
There we
much.
go,
It's
Joe.
me.
All right.
So
Now, Joe.
first of all, he drove in from
Long Island.
We're in
Long Island.
Jersey.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get here?
It really wasn't so bad. It was
No?
about probably an hour 30.
Okay, that's
That's
not so
not
bad.
bad.
All right.
Okay.
So you were late on purpose then?
Yeah. I try to be as on time as possible.
Okay.
I did get some good people watching in the traffic in the Bronx, which is fabulous. I always love that.
Yes.
It's good stuff.
All right. So go ahead.
So
Mike.
Joe, now you're going to refresh my memory a little too, because
Uh-huh.
I arrested a lot of people. I've chased a lot of people.
Yeah.
around. When did we first meet?
Oh, man. I say I've been running from you since I was probably about 15.
15 years old. So how old are you now?
47.
Okay. So a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember our first meeting ever?
I can remember one of the first.
All right,
one
one of
that's
the first.
pretty distinctive.
Tell me one of the first, and I'll remember if I can recall it. I don't recall a lot, like I say in the stand.
Yes.
but-
You don't
Go
recall.
ahead.
I don't recall.
So it was at the Royal Inn.
The Royal Inn. For people who don't know, the Royal Inn was it was on Northern Boulevard in Manhasset. It was a motel. It was high drug activity, prostitution, and everything else you could imagine.
It was fun for the whole family.
Fun for the
to
whole
enjoy.
family.
That was a-
Go ahead, Joe.
So we were having like a big party in there. We had a bunch of different rooms, and we're in the parking lot. A lot of drug activity, and I guess somebody called you guys because all of a sudden there was every 6th precinct cop car in that parking lot.
6th Precinct was the confines between like Manhasset and Glen Cove in Nassau County.
little hoity-toity spot.
Yeah, it has some spots that are not so great
Yeah.
and very high-end
Affluent.
spots.
Yeah. Right.
And
And I presume he was in the hoity-toity.
Well, it was the middle area, like that part of Manhasset. You have Pond Hill. Over there.
partying like
Yeah,
rock
yeah.
stars.
So-
but Plan don't.
Partying
too.
like rock
So,
stars.
Yeah.
yeah, like this was a dive hotel that was in like in a more affluent area, but it was more like the dive-ish part of town, heading more towards Queens.
It's not going to be like down by the high-end stores.
With the Great Neck
Right.
on the water.
Right.
Right, it's not the Ritz-Carlton.
No.
Okay.
So you guys come in, and there's all these cops, and a bunch of us are running and stuff like that, and there was just no way out for me. I remember this.
And I didn't like to run at the time.
No, the running was
running
not-
was
Yeah.
Well, his
upsetting.
look was as intimidating as it was. I
Yeah.
mean, this is a big dude, it's like,
Did I have the blonde hair? Or I had just the brown hair at that time. Because I had bleached my hair blonde at one
did you?
point too.
Oh.
And look, everybody called me Big Papa.
Like the Iceman or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
like I don't think you had it. I think
Right.
it was just the jet black hair.
Okay.
But we were done, and it was everybody up against the car. We had cars there. Of course, you guys are tearing those apart.
Yes.
I
Searching the
definitely,
cars. We had the right.
Yes, for no reason.
I said so.
Yes, because you said so.
you know,
Yes.
I definitely had drugs on me, and I remember being like, "Oh my God, they're totally gonna find this. I'm so screwed. Like this is it for me. I have cash on me. I have narcotics on me. I'm in so
Did we
much
find the
trouble."
drugs?
No, you didn't.
Oh, so I must have had a leg workout the next day.
Yeah, you didn't want to bend.
It was actually really funny too, because you guys had me and a bunch of other guys up against the car like this, and you were interrogating someone else, and I had the drugs here, and I went like this and like that underneath the car.
Did I search you?
No, you did not.
No.
But they were.
Did someone search you?
Yeah, I was searched, but the drugs were underneath the car.
So it wasn't yours.
The fine job of the Nassau County Police training and
Yes.
searching.
But I thought it was
Did
my
anybody
time.
find the drugs?
No, I went back and got them later.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Wow, you guys did some bang of job.
Yeah, we tried.
Mike, I'm really proud of you guys. Now, if I were there, I promise you, I would have found
We would
those
have found the
drugs,
drugs.
okay?
Uh-huh.
And we would have came back and
I
got it.
might have.
Oh, I thought
I
it
might
was
have tested them
curtains
right
for
on
me.
the scene too,
I
just
mean,
to
it
make
was-
sure they were the right quality.
I mean, it was
Because
pretty
you
good.
guys were getting beat, or were you getting good stuff?
No, we were getting good.
It was cocaine, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
How do I know?
I don't know how you might know. But, yeah, so I remember...
Was it the bazooka bubblegum pink?
No. No, it was fish scale, though.
It was
I'm
fish
sure.
scale, but not bazooka.
No bazooka pink. We're not going to Aruba,
Manhasset.
you know?
But it was fish scale.
It was,
So that's
definitely.
good stuff.
Probably kind of like yellowish fish scale. It was,
Okay,
it was
okay.
good. It was
I
in
had you.
tin foil. It was probably from the Bronx.
Yeah.
It made its way to Manhasset.
Easily.
This is a guy who's sober right now. He's
Yeah.
starting to
He's
sweat.
sober,
So
yes.
we're gonna have to. You going to a meeting right after this?
You know what? You know,
I'm gonna chase him
those
around the block.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
So go ahead.
Sorry.
So no big deal. So you know, I remember you talking to me though. You and Joe actually.
Right. My partner, Joe Palumbo.
And,
he also worked out very old Italians.
Was he
old
a
school.
competitive builder?
Yes,
like
him too.
So I mean, you would just. I was being a punk wise ass to you guys. I don't know why. I thought I was tough or whatever the case may be. It was the stupidest thing I could have done. But you were just like, well, what the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously? Like, this is not for you. Like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, I can take you right now, and I'm not. And you need to really think about this because, you know, my name was known for getting into trouble.
Now, what was my name known for?
Stopping it. And if you meet him, you're in bigger trouble.
Yeah. So pause now. That call. Now I'm gonna get deep.
Okay.
Why you and why were you treating him that way? I mean, there's 40, 50 people there partying like rock stars. Why were you doing that with him?
Well, he probably wasn't. Well, I know he didn't mouth off to me because I would have shut that down.
Right.
And I probably saw something in him. Like, what are you doing? You know, you're ruining your life. Like I would talk to kids. Yeah, I wouldn't just grab them and lock them up. You know, but you would talk to them and say, like, what are you doing? You're ruining your life, man. For what? One bad choice.
So
I used to tell people this, Mike.
There was actually many
I'll say
instances.
this. When I had,
Many of them. Was this the first time though? But this is the,
That was
we're
one.
describing
That was
the
probably
early
the
one.
first.
Early
the
one, or at least the one
to
that
the
you
best of my
remember.
knowledge.
the thing is still like when I had people in my back seat and I arrested, I said, I'm not better than you. I would always tell them that. I have a job to do. You know, some people take it personally.
Right.
And we're all one bad decision from being in the back seat and
being in the
handcuffs.
backseat of that
I
car.
used to tell people all the time, one bad decision.
Yeah. Some
That's all
people
it
drive
is.
without a license.
You know, a lot of cops are like, oh, the high and mighty, I wouldn't do this. But you're just one step away, one call away now. So go ahead, Joe.
So, I mean, that was one instance.
Mm-hmm.
There was many times that we had met up in similar circumstances that, you know, I'm out of control. I'm being out of control. I'm around people that are out of control and we're causing problems. But he never collared me.
Call a lot of his friends.
Yes. The one rule I never broke was I never drove drunk. So as he got a lot of my friends that broke that rule.
And Mike is known for his DWs. There's no question.
Yes,
He's the
that's-
DW specialist. Yeah, no
That's
question.
what he specializes in.
He's specialized.
Well, I said, I arrest people for drugs too, but if he's doing coke, you know, it's his choice to do it.
Right.
You know, he's hurting himself.
Right.
He's not getting in a car. He's not, you know, going to kill a family.
Yeah,
of four.
yeah. He
So,
can focus
you know,
better.
Right.
He can
right.
focus
better. But,
Thank
you
God
know,
for cocaine. I hate to say that, but you know, I mean, but in reality, it probably saved a lot of guys from crashing. Let's be honest.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, would I be wrong, Mike? Can we be honest?
Yeah. Well, we used to arrest
This is
guys.
an open, honest show.
We used to arrest guys drinking on cocaine. So you want to know if they're on cocaine real quick? This was one test.
Listen,
we'd always do.
pull a guy over, do a blast, you'll be fine.
Dude, pull a guy over. Pull a guy over. You get out of the car and you tell him, close your eyes, tilt your head back, and estimate the passing of 30 seconds. They would do this. Okay. Right? You get the guy on weed.
Yeah.
You tell him to do the same thing. He's there for like 2 minutes,
Yeah.
like this. You're like, all right, come on.
Yeah, yeah.
That was like a real quick test.
No. Yeah.
Their internal clock is.
Yes. A little bit speeded up. Yes.
Yeah.
So now, Mike, he left an impression on you somewhere
he did.
along the way.
And
A handprint. No, I'm just kidding.
no, I avoided that. But He did, but I never really realized it. I did realize it, but I wasn't willing to stop my behavior or say anything like, you know what, maybe he's got a point. I did identify with what he was saying, and it's not something that left me. It was like, you know what, he's right. And I wanted better, but I just wasn't ready.
You weren't ready. Yeah.
No.
You at 20-something, you're not ready.
No, absolutely not. I mean, this was even before my 20s, and, later on, as things progressed and my behavior got worse and my addiction continued, I did look back a lot of times and remember what he had said to me. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I can remember being up against the wall by him and him being like...
That's old school when you put him on the wall.
Yeah, the wall.
That's old school.
Yeah,
you
wall.
jump out on him?
Yeah,
Jump out, crew,
up on
put
the
him on a
wall.
wall.
Yeah, that brick wall at
It's
the
old school.
Royal
It's always
Inn.
the
That's a
brick
fucking
wall.
wall.
Use the
Something
brick
like
wall,
this.
you
Does that look familiar?
See, that's nice.
We're going to take a picture later, Joe, with you on the wall.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yes. Yeah. What always intrigues me about people's arc in their life is there has to be a defining moment that it changed. Never all the times you ran into guys like Mike and others in the same position. Normally it's a 5 to 10 year run. That's
Okay.
the normal life cycle of that type of thing, because something's going to happen eventually. What changes?
What was day one? Like when you said, I got to change.
There was many instances of that. As a recovering alcoholic and addict, there's been many times where people have made the introduction to recovery for me, and it never worked.
Right.
That's just not going to happen.
Correct.
And, as an addict, you can be extremely defiant and say, this is not for me, I don't have a problem, I don't have this, I don't have that, and justify that. And just continue with what you're doing, and everybody can go screw.
Right.
For me, the first time I actually stopped and was just like, this is enough for me, is really like I started to have some health problems from alcohol. Like the drug addiction was just leading me down this horrible path, and I was screwing up everything in my direction, ended up in the hospital multiple times. And one day I just woke up and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to start going to meetings. I'm going to start looking into recovery and taking it more seriously. I don't want this for my life. I did have quite a few people around me that were close to me that unfortunately passed away. And that's really what kind of opened my eyes to it. And then there was certain circumstances that led me to relapse again. Thinking that, normal addict behavior. I have this under control. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm good now.
I know what not to do
I
next
know how
time.
to stop. Yeah.
I know how to stop. I obviously prove that I can.
Joe, how many times did you go to rehab? Like
3.
3. Okay.
3. The first was in high school.
The first was by you or for you? No.
For me.
Yes, it wasn't by you, the first
Right.
one.
I
Okay.
was, I was in class actually, and I saw police officers in the hallway. I didn't know what that was all about.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Again, I had drugs on me.
Always drugs.
I had drugs on me.
No question.
And
Did they find it?
no.
No. Was it Nassau again?
Yes.
You guys,
These guys, you gotta start teaching these guys how to search people.
You
in the
guys are
academy.
good. You guys are good. I would have loaded you up if you didn't have enough on you.
I mean,
Have a little more.
You're short, kid. You're not gonna make it through the day. Here, hold on. Let me get
hold
you
on a
something.
second. I got something.
This guy, imagine this guy's a school
Kidding.
officer.
I'm kidding.
In school? Jeez.
I was a school officer for 2
Oh,
days.
jeez.
For 2 days.
Yeah.
A school
Yeah.
officer.
McGruff the crime dog.
McGruff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a bite out of crime, right?
By a crime, right?
Yeah, but they took me out of school, and they knew I was on drugs. I don't think they knew I was selling drugs.
How old were you at the time?
This has got to be 15.
Okay.
Wait, pause. You're in school,
Yeah.
sitting in a classroom. There's police in the school, and they're there for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're there for me.
Because I didn't really connect that there for a minute.
Can you
Because
tell us the school?
What's up?
What school?
It was actually an alternative school, so it was in Port Washington.
Oh, okay.
you're in Port.
So, I was in this class, and here they come. And what they told me is that I had to leave either with the police officer or with my parents, and they were taking me somewhere. So I opted to leave with my parents because I had drugs on me. So I figured this is an easy way to get rid
Very
of it.
smart. You're very good. Yeah, you're very smart, you know.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes our downfall, by the way.
Yes, of course.
Because if you're too smart, you
smart for
outsmart
your own
everybody
good.
all the time until you can't do it anymore.
Exactly. So they took me to Holliswood Hospital.
Holliswood.
Holliswood. Yeah,
Where-
that's
where is
Queens.
that? Is it-
Queens.
Yeah.
And it was
I know
like
Hollis is Queens. I never heard of
it
Hollis.
was like a lockdown kind of like drug detox. It was an interesting place, and I ended up there for 2 weeks, and they did let me out, and I was pretty shook up by it. I don't want to get in trouble.
But you're young. You're 15. You're not staying sober.
No.
No.
As soon as I got out.
Yeah. I
know?
mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, you're too young to be straight.
Exactly.
I mean, the Lord can't come now.
Why would
the
we
Lord
want
has to
do
come
that?
later.
Yeah,
when I
I'm not
really
ready
need-
for that.
Yeah, you're not
No,
ready.
It's inappropriate.
That's
How
it's going to screw
dare
up,
you.
the next 35, 40 years of your life.
Can I please screw up more?
Yes.
Like,
You need to screw up more.
I'm not
So let me
asking
ask
for
you
a
question.
lot.
So all these times getting high. Did you ever have a time where you overdosed or anything like that?
No.
Anything close?
Because he's too
Close,
smart.
yeah.
He's too smart.
Close?
Close, yeah.
Tell me
Smart
when
people
the close
don't,
ones.
Mike.
What?
Smart people don't do
Well-
that. They go right to the point.
Probably overdosing, the only times I've ever felt. Actually, funny thing about drug use for me is one of the only times I felt like I was going to overdose was on marijuana.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it laced with formaldehyde or anything like that? Dipped?
I'm just
Those
wired
gummies,
differently.
those gummies will get you.
No, it was way before any of that stuff. But that drug I never could interact with it. Everybody else enjoyed it. It makes them calm. It makes them have fun. For me, absolutely not. It's an anxiety attack. It makes my heart race like I'm having a heart attack. I hate everybody. I can't go near women at all.
Yeah.
I can't speak.
You're paranoid as hell.
It's over for me.
Yeah.
Sounds like Mike.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Like, it made me sad. So that was.
I couldn't
was,
feel my feet. I could never feel my feet when I had marijuana.
What?
And drive.
mean,
Drive.
not feet?
I didn't. There was like, but if I would drive when I was a kid, I smoked a joint of marijuana. I couldn't feel my feet on the brake
What were you
pedals.
driving? A big wheel?
That's what I felt like because it was like rubber. Station wagons. Well, come on, what did I have? as
You
a
drive
kid?
with 2 feet?
No, but I.
you
Yes, I had a
pedaled, I get-
clutch. I had
Oh,
a
okay.
clutch.
Then you
See,
pedaled.
yeah, I'm doing the clutch.
You drive with 2 feet, this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, you had a clutch. You ever have a clutch car?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, okay, well,
Clutch
then-
car?
Did you have a clutch?
No, I don't. It's too much work.
I couldn't afford a car that wasn't. That
I'm
was
getting high. You're asking me if I need to have a
Yeah,
clutch? Are you crazy?
Oh, he did. Your father was a medical professional,
Yeah, my dad's an oncologist, hematologist.
so you come from some crust.
So what happened to you?
Obviously, I went in a different direction.
Well, he was in the medical profession.
He was in the medical field.
He was in the doctor.
Pharmacy, you- I was just
the pharmaceutical end of it.
Pharmacist.
Don't fall.
Someone has to do it.
I was a hell of an
Research.
entrepreneur.
Yeah,
research.
you're a businessman. And today,
Right. Today, I own a limousine company.
how is the limousine business today?
Different. It's changed a lot.
Yeah, I know, because I was in a limo. I was one of the guys that worked for you when I came home from my class.
Okay.
Time out. Yeah. In fact, my last job before I went to prison, I was interviewed by a limousine company. This story isn't crazy. I don't know if I should go down a rabbit hole, but I'm out on bail. I'm
Okay.
trying, I can't get. I need a job.
Right.
I got a lot of bills coming. Right. I got
course.
4 homes, a condo on the ocean, some cars, and a family. I got no job. So there's an ad, and the economy was in a tank. And there's an ad for a limousine driver at this company in Deer Park. It was a big company, big company. I walk into the thing on the interview, and the guy looks at me, and he takes the newspaper out. And I'm on the cover of the newspaper.
Oh, my God.
And he's a retired cop.
Ah.
And he goes, "You got the job." But he says, "Have you ever driven a limousine?" I said, "Around the Whitestone Pound." Because we had limos
Well,
in
you've
the
been in
White
the back of a
the
limousine.
impound, yeah, and I've been in the back of a few of them too,
Yeah.
in the Whitestone Pound. But anyway, so
Well,
he goes,
uniform.
"You got the job. Come see us. Pick up a black suit."
Yeah.
Back then you had a black suit. Pick up a black suit. So I said, "Listen, I have no money. Like they took all my money, everything. I got quarters in a jar." I said, "I'm gonna buy a black suit." I said, "You gotta hire me though, because this is like I'm taking $75 for the black $75. But that's all I had.
Right.
So it's a black suit. So bingo, I buy the suit. I show up for work. He says, "You can't drive." I go, "What?" He goes, "They're all over me."
Yeah, of
They
course.
were all over him because he was hiring me. And Kenny, the rat, told them that they hired me for the job and that they didn't want, because they knew if I had a job, they couldn't control me.
Right.
And they couldn't force me into the plan that was coming, that they were developing for me. I didn't know all this then, of course. I'm like, well, why won't you hire me? Listen, we're getting harassed. They're going to open our books. The guy says, they're going to open our books if we hire you. I says, what? He goes, I'm sorry. We wish you the best. This is not our character, our nature, but, they're putting a lot of pressure on us.
Now, you had the black suit.
I had the black
So what'd
suit.
you do, go become a waiter?
I wiped
Did you
dishes
get
with
your
it.
75
Or a
back?
funeral director?
No, I ended up going to prison shortly thereafter. Okay?
With the black suit?
I didn't need, the black suit.
Well, you had the black suit when you came out.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
There you go.
It was a good investment. It was a good investment. 14 years later,
funeral director
the holes
or a
in it
magician.
fit perfectly.
What a funeral director or a magician?
So go ahead. So you tell me a little bit about the limousine business right now.
Okay, so the limousine industry right now, there's definitely the infraction with Uber, Lyft, and rideshare programs.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. Yeah,
Now, in New York State, there's two different versions. There's the 5 boroughs, which are fully licensed, New York City Taxi Limousine Commission.
Even Ubers?
Even Ubers. They have to be in the 5 boroughs.
Okay. Yeah.
And then there's Long Island, Westchester County, which they call Uber suburbs. Uber suburbs are not licensed at all.
Okay.
So they run on regular plates. They have no Class E license, which is chauffeur's license.
Right.
They don't need any hack license whatsoever. There's no company. It's in the clouds.
Right,
It's,
right.
It's internet. So you say to yourself, how does that work? Because I have to jump through all types of municipalities and everything else, and I pay a fortune to operate legally.
I know.
So how are they doing it? Well, Uber's loophole is that they are a rideshare program. They're not a limousine company, black car transportation, car service, whatever.
Right.
They're none of that. So it's rideshare. Okay, there's the gray area that's a very fine gray area, if you ask me. But then going a step further, you say to yourself, but he's running on regular plates. What about the insurance?
Right.
So Uber's answer to that is, well, there's a separate insurance that kicks in on Uber's side only when the customer is in the car via the app. Remember, Uber's drivers cannot operate off the app.
Right.
So,
Except
okay.
when I tell him turn off the machine, I'll give you
Right.
cash on the side.
And then, God forbid, if he cracks the car up, you're not covered, but that's another story.
It's a different story. Yeah.
But, so that's the separate insurance thing. But at the end of the day, that car isn't owned by Uber. It's owned by an independent contractor.
Right.
He's got a master insurance on that, whether it's Geico, Progressive, Allstate, Liberty Mutual.
Right.
None of those companies accept rideshare program. So how is this legal again? So if that car gets into any type of accident and Geico's like, but you were driving rideshare, tough rocks, pal. It's over. So that's that side of it. And that's like a competition for me, but not a competition for me.
Okay.
Because Uber will just about hire anybody.
Right.
They don't take drug tests on Long Island at all. There's no fingerprint background check. There was just an instance in Atlantic Beach. An Uber driver pulled a gun on somebody.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so
Lovely.
that's just wonderful.
Yeah.
So people,
What? You don't have a gun in your limos?
no, I definitely don't. Absolutely
You
not.
don't have an armed limo service?
No, I do not.
Oh, you
I
don't hire out like that?
No.
Okay. Well, some companies have it.
That would be separate type of insurance and everything like that if you're like doing armed guard service or something of that
Well,
nature.
high executive escorts.
Now, Judge, you started driving a limo. Did I say you started? How'd you
What?
get into it?
I got into it actually by mistake. When I got sober for real.
Well, how old were you now when you got sober for real?
Sober for real the first time was in 2009.
So you're, I don't know, 40?
30.
30. All right.
I was 30 years old, and that was a big time. That's when I knew I was at bottom. I was working on Wall Street at the time, and I had this.
Scamming everybody?
No, not really. I was pretty good. My license was a little banged up, but nothing crazy.
You weren't selling penny stocks on me. 'Cause
No,
I
I
bought
was
every
not.
one of them.
No,
I never made a dollar. Just
I
so
did
you
bridge
know.
loans
I
and
lost
private
everything.
placements and initial public offerings, but
I never did.
It's Fugazi. Yeah,
never-
It doesn't exist.
The Chinese guy's right. He says it's all a scam. Go ahead.
yeah, at some point or another, it's just gambling,
Just
right?
gambling.
But so I'm working in the city, and I was completely leading a double life. My drug addiction is completely out of control, and I had a party at my house, and
I mean, why not?
and
Why
you
not
live-
have
you
one at
live
your
in
house?
Washington.
This
I
way
was
you can
living in
take
Port
everything.
Washington
Okay,
at the
let
time.
me
You can take all the scrapings off the rug.
This is good stuff. Why not? And I'm really intoxicated, and I jumped off a roof of an abandoned restaurant
Which restaurant?
down by Orchard Beach Road. Manhaven. I forget the name of
in
it.
the Bronx?
No,
No, Manhattan's
Washington.
up. It's believe it or not, Manhattan is. I missed
My
that
friends
team
and
up
me, there was this abandoned restaurant by the water by my house. I don't know why me and my friends were screwing around over there, and I jumped off the top of it thinking it wasn't that
How high was it?
I don't know, but it was pretty high. It was higher than I thought.
It's got to be
We were
30.
high.
It's got to be 30 feet
It
minimum.
wasn't as high as you.
Yeah.
For jumping.
I landed on my feet, but I shattered my heel and had a bone ripped through my Achilles tendon.
That hurts.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Who took you to the hospital?
I didn't go
Oh, okay.
because
you
you
were
can't
drunk.
stop the party.
You were
Mike.
drunk. You couldn't stop.
Can't stop the party.
We can't do that. I definitely couldn't walk at all, and I was dragged back into the house. And the next morning when I woke up, my foot and ankle were like purple black. It was bad. And then I was rushed to the emergency room. First doctor wanted to cut my foot off because there was too much blood collected. I signed myself out against medical advice. Let's party.
Yeah, continued to party.
Because that's solving
At this
everything.
point, if I'm going to cut my foot off, I'm going to get high.
I mean,
you might as well.
my options are limited.
Right.
And we haven't caused enough problems.
Yes, let's
continue.
keep going,
Because the
yeah.
drugs weren't the problem,
Right,
right?
no.
Okay. So,
No, you're the problem. Go ahead.
yes, I'm definitely the problem. So, I needed emergency surgery, and it was a big surgery, and I didn't walk for almost a year and a half. And that just, to me, it brought me to a place where I was like, this is because of me. Like, I did this, and now I'm in trouble, and I need to get myself some help. And I started going to meetings, and I put together a substantial amount of time sober. I did try to go back to the financial industry and Wall Street and everything like that, and I tried to go back sober, figuring I could do this. I couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't. I did not have it anymore. Like, the drive was gone, and that was a trigger right away to, wait a minute, I know how to do this
If I'm high.
if I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
But I just left the industry completely, and I had a friend of mine that was an ex-broker that owned a limousine
So wait.
company.
You know how to do it high.
Yeah.
Did you get high and do it?
Yeah.
So you went back. You
I went
relapsed.
back.
You went back. Did we successful while you were high?
No, it just was a crash. It just, everything boomeranged back to really where I was. There was no grace period of like, all right, I'm going to control it this time. I
Right.
know not what to do, like
Right.
all that. No, that was it for me. And I had a friend that owns a limousine company. At this point, I'm early in sobriety, and I really did not have the tools to do much. Like, I felt like I'm, fish out of water. What can I really do?
Who's keeping you floating right now? You should be already under the ground.
Yeah.
Who's paying for your life?
No, nobody really. I was engaged at the time to somebody. I had some money put away. It really wasn't
You're not
much of
working?
anything. I'm not working. And I had a friend that owned a limousine company in the
What,
city.
you have a trust fund baby? What are you, a trust fund baby?
That is the furthest thing from me. That is absolutely
I mean, because
not.
we all have to pay car payments, rent, mortgages.
I had some money put away, and that was all that was carrying me, and the girl I was with. That was really it.
She must have really loved you.
She did. Yeah. But I had a friend with the limousine company. He's like, you know what? You should drive. You should drive. This allows
What
you
happened to the girl?
We mutually broke up, and then I moved on with my life, and she moved on with hers, and that's just the way life goes sometimes.
Yeah, no. Just because she was there trying to rescue you, or at least be part of it, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe she was given the stress where he was getting high.
Or maybe she was driving you
Stress
crazy.
him out driving.
All
to
women
do
can do
drugs.
that, right?
So.
Listen, we have a female producer here, so watch your tongue. Okay. We're trying to keep her, even as crazy as she can get.
Understood.
We're trying to keep her focused right now. All right.
Gotcha. But
We don't want to lose what we got going. Not just yet.
I'm good at losing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we want to keep ours.
I'm driving a limo.
We'll all be driving. So that's how I got into it. It was really kind of by mistake to hold me over while I was getting clean.
Wait, so stop. How do you just get into limo business?
I knew somebody in the industry, told me to start driving.
So you started driving first.
I started driving. I was driving taxi.
Okay. The yellow taxis?
What's that?
The yellow ones?
No. I was driving
Town, airport.
I was driving a little bit in the city, and then with black car.
Not Taxi Latino, right?
You know what? That's exactly where I was.
We
I
used to
did
have
it really good.
The unmarked car, Taxi Latino. They put the
They did that unmarked?
They had unmarked. They jump out on the guys.
Oh, is that what
Taxi
they did?
Latino?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a guy one night. So I'm driving. I got the Crown Vic. I got the black Crown Vic.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting at the light. I was on Glen Cove Road. And I'm sitting there. So I'm drinking coffee, waiting for the light, and I'm going to start looking a little bit. Looking as we look for a drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
So I see a Spanish guy with a knapsack, and he's drunk, and he's in there. I said, "Oh, I don't want to even deal with this guy. I'm not even looking at him."
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this guy. Oh, what does he want? So he starts coming over.
He's coming to
closer.
you. Yeah.
I'm like, gee, I'm going to go through the lights. I start going. He goes, "Oh, yeah." And he starts grabbing my back door. He thought it was a taxi to get
Thought it
in.
was a cab.
Yeah, I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And he said, so what he does is, instead of get out of here, he punches the window. Now, before I know it, I'm wrestling with this guy in the middle of Gun Cove Road.
Yeah.
I got my foot on his back, locking him up, ruined my entire night.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
They thought it was a cab.
He thought it was a taxi.
They thought it was a cab.
Yeah.
What
They
started
saw the
as-
light.
He didn't see the
They
Patrick
saw the
lion.
light. They didn't
He didn't see the lion. He didn't see the roaring lion on my arm.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
So you're a driver, and then you start becoming a partner in the business, or you?
No, not at all. I just was driving while I was getting myself sober.
Okay.
It was just a job to maintain. It was cash, right?
Yeah,
So
So those people didn't drive you to do drugs because people are aggravating.
people are aggravated.
aggravated.
But it's really started as just this is a job to just hold me over for the time being. I'm trying to get my head together. I'm trying to live a sober life and recover. And it did its job for me. I never thought I was really going to eventually own one and start one. Right now, I'm in business 4 years. And what really started it for me 4 years ago was, I was doing some financial stuff. I was doing like business loans and this, that, and the third. I'm like, I just don't want to do this stuff anymore. And I was like, I know this industry. Let's see if I can bridge it and go get a business license. And I'm going to see what I can do with it. High risk, high reward. I have nothing to lose. And that's what I did. And here we are, and 4 years later, and it's been excellent. Absolutely.
How many cars you got now?
There's 10 on the road.
Wow, that's great. I remember you had,
that's
what, 2 or
nice.
3?
2.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's a tough business.
I have access to over 30, though, because I'm a member of Long Island Limousine Association, and I can get anything that I don't have.
Right. No, yeah, I know a bit about the industry because I worked it. I worked from the time I came home. I worked it for several years. My neighbor Ed from New York Limousine. I don't know if you're familiar with Ed. He used to be out of Merrick, but he ended up in Brentwood. And now I think I don't know what happened to him. He couldn't see anymore. He couldn't drive at night anymore because his eyes went bad. Believe it or not.
So Joe, I like wild stories with different occupations.
Yeah.
What's your wildest limo story that you had? Without getting yourself in trouble with your woman or anything. I just want to put a disclaimer. Well, that you have.
There's so
always
many.
one. Give me the one that really sticks
Like
out.
when I drove in the city, I always used to say, like, you know what, I'm allowed one freak show a day. One complete, absolute freak show a day. I don't know when it's going to happen,
Yeah, but it's
but
coming.
we can bet on that. It's going to happen.
What was the biggest freak show?
Yeah.
There was one morning we had a guy, and he orders an XL, like Suburban, right? But it's one dude picking up in Times Square. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. And here comes this little guy, and he's all weird and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck does this guy want an XL for? And he's like, hold on, I have to bring my friend. He had like a 60-gallon tank with like some type of monitor lizard in it.
Oh.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this.
Wait a minute,
I'm
a
done.
giant lizard?
He had a giant lizard, and he wanted to transport it to like an industrial part of Sunnyside at 5 o'clock in the morning, and he wanted to have it out in the car.
Have it out?
Yeah, he wanted to take it out of the thing, and he wanted to hold it in the car. I'm like, I'm dying right now. I'm gonna get eaten by the lizard.
So he's like, I want to hold my lizard in your back
He
seat.
wants to.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know that was an interesting circumstance.
Mike, you ever held a lizard in the back seat?
No, I've held a lizard.
I held a lizard. Okay.
You know, I don't know what the guy's deal was. I don't know why he needed to go to some industrial area.
We call it the lizard. I mean, I don't know. We
lizard,
call
I
it the
don't know.
lizard.
But I mean, stuff like that. But one of my favorites was one night I was driving a bunch of drag queens in the city.
Oh, drag queens.
And they were
They're fun.
they
They're
were
fun.
they
Come
were
on.
all fucked up.
They're
They were
fun.
intoxicated. They
They're
were in the
fun,
back
though.
seat, and we're on the FDR Drive, and they're cursing at each other. They're fighting and everything else. And one takes the other one's wig and throws it right out the window on the FDR. And I'm trying not to laugh.
Hitting your windshield?
Did it have the beads and stuff?
No beads.
No beads, because that would have cracked the windshield or someone's teeth.
Yeah, a guy on a bike get blind him. A motorcycle get hit with the
Imagine getting hit with some beads.
But I was dying. I couldn't take it. But you get people like that. You get the other people that it's a couple going out clubbing or something like that, and they love each other at first.
Oh,
but then
boy.
when you go to pick them up, they hate each other.
I've driven to the police station. I've driven to the police station with guys and husbands and wives fighting in the back seat, and then it turned into me because I'm trying to be a mediator now in this freaking limousine, and now they're mad at me. They want to fight me.
Yeah, they can get.
Yeah, I mean, I drive to the police station. I'm on the phone with the owner of the business. And what do I do? He goes, drive to the police station right now and get rid of this guy. And this is one of his best customers.
Yeah, I mean, you never know who's getting in the car. Like now, the way my business is orchestrated and the clientele that I have.
Never been robbed or anything like that?
No, thank God.
Thank God.
But I do know.
Well, you don't
other
pick up
people
strangers. You don't pick up strangers.
No street hails.
Yeah, right.
Everything's by reservation.
Right.
I do upscale transportation. I do corporate events. I do like people going to the airport that need to be there, whether it's families traveling or if it's for corporate business travel. I really don't see any of that anymore. Thank God.
Well, you know, one of the things I learned in the business was the cell phone's really helpful.
Yeah.
Because I, as a driver, would have to sit there and wait for the airport, wait for the plane to come in.
Yeah.
And on the delay, you don't get paid if you're sitting idle. As a limo driver, like if your plane's supposed to come in at 12 and it comes in at 1, the first thing your limo guy says to you can't leave my client behind.
No.
Correct?
No.
So I got to sit there from 12 o'clock, now 1 o'clock, for half an hour for your bags, and you get in the car. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Just cost me an hour and a half of my life. I got nothing for it. Just so you know.
Well, that's like that will not
Just
get you
so you know. All right? I get nothing.
All right?
An hour and a half of my life, I got nothing.
You'll be getting
thank you.
You'll be getting no stars.
Thank you.
No gratuity
Zero
today.
stars.
Thank you. Hello. Get the fuck out of it. Put some money in the coffer. Let's go.
No, you can't hire this guy. Don't hire him. You have no business like that.
I was a very good driver, and the people, they tipped me well. Because
I saw you drive.
I gave them a story.
I remember going down in Florida to the steak place.
To the steak place?
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened?
You don't remember when we
No,
made
I
Larry
don't-
at the
I
steak
don't-
place?
I don't remember.
100 miles an hour, this guy. I got to get to the restaurant before he's going to beat everybody in the restaurant. Well, he went to the wrong restaurant and wound up at. Oh, my God. Going down one-way streets.
Whatever. I got
Do
you
you
there.
remember?
Did I get you there?
My girl was with me, and he's driving like a man. She goes, "Oh my God!" She goes, "You drive terrible." And he's like, "How old are you?" Right? Remember?
How old are
so he's like, "I did 14 years in jail." He's like, and they're going back and forth in the car. And then as you're arguing with her, you turn. He's like this in traffic, speeding, and he's talking like this, driving.
Oh, and you were nervous?
I wasn't nervous.
Oh, okay. All women get nervous when I drive, but I'm the king of the road. You know.
I don't know about the king of the road.
I'm the king of the road. Come on, Mike.
Well,
Mike.
We wanted to be Coral Gables.
So what?
Three
Was it
towns
nice?
over.
Was it nice?
We didn't even eat. We had to go to everybody beat us to the restaurant anyway.
Oh, you mean with Pete?
Yeah.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Whatever.
You get in your
We
car.
ate.
I had the choice. I could have went in Rolls Royce or in his car. I went in his car. Yeah, my mistake. In the
Made you
back
do
seat.
that?
In the back seat.
You made it alive. We lived.
I mean, we made it alive.
Yeah. Did you eat?
Yeah. I ate.
Did Pete's jaw get all wide?
It was screwed up a little. But it was sideways. That's not nice.
Okay. We can cut that.
That's what you told me Tara didn't eat in 3 days or a week.
Oh
Remember?
my God.
She'd eaten so long.
Yeah.
Went to so you can eat, like the meat place.
The meat
Brazilian.
plate. What's it called?
Yeah.
The Brazilian? Was
Brazilian.
It
Yeah,
Brazilian.
Texas
Brazilian
Steak
wax.
Brazil,
Was it Brazilian wax job?
Something.
You get that end steak?
And get that and a
was
steak.
good.
Yes.
What a place.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good.
So yeah. So limousine business. You're doing it now.
Yeah.
You're sober. How long? I mean, I don't,
Alcohol, 4.5 years. Drugs, I haven't touched since 2009.
yeah.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah. Did you ever do a bid?
No.
So you never spent a stretch of time in prison, not county jail, couple
County jail, yeah.
minutes, days, hours.
About 2 weeks.
All right, so you did a little stretch time. Did it tighten you up a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I actually thought that my arrest, which was before I got sober, the last one in Suffolk County, I thought was absolute bullshit. I thought it was.
What was that for?
Domestic.
Yeah, well, that's yeah.
But
I'm not going to disagree with you on that one.
But the thing is though, okay, so I'm arrested and I go through central booking. They ROR me and they tell me I can go home. All right.
Yeah, same thing happened to me.
Okay, so I go home, and there's
Did it make the front page of the newspaper?
there was a refrain from order.
Now, this is you went home the next morning?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Refrain from order in, but I can go home.
Right.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I go home, I smooth everything over, everything's going to be good. I'm going to work the next morning.
They lock you up.
That same night, midnight, bang, bang, bang,
Lock you
Suffolk
up.
County Police. I'm like, what is the problem? Like, the officer that wrote it initially forgot a charge. You got to come back. So I'm like, what do you mean I have to come back? I have to do this all over again.
Yeah.
So they take me to the first precinct. They put me through the system again. Now I see the same judge, and she's like, you violated my order. I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
She's like, well, that's too bad. You're going.
You're going.
So I think I was put in jail. That was
So
bullshit.
you had a stay away order or you didn't have a stay away
I had to
order?
refrain from.
So, yeah, so it wasn't a stay away.
No.
That's all.
So
yeah,
the
that
refrain,
doesn't make
then
sense.
the refrain says, she says I violated her order, so she then charged me with felony.
Welcome to my world.
Welcome to Suffolk County.
Suffolk County.
Whatever can go wrong
So
will.
they sent me to Yapank,
Love it.
and what's his face? I get out of there, and it was just court. The DA was fighting it. There was nothing there. My girl didn't want anything to do with this. She's like, this is ridiculous. This turned into something it shouldn't have turned into. Nobody was hurt. There was no violence or anything like that. It was yelling. And now look.
You gave her a good scare.
Absolutely.
So anyway, what are your parents affecting your life? I mean, your dad's a doctor.
My dad's a physician.
Your mom, are they together?
No, they are not.
They're not together?
They're divorced. That was an ugly divorce
All right.
years ago.
But in your life, what are they to you in your life? Your parents, were they there for you, supportive?
I have, my mom is my rock. She's my world.
That's
so,
nice.
Me and my father really don't see eye to eye on a lot of different levels. I try to maintain a relationship with them to the best of my ability, just because nobody's getting any younger, and I feel it's important because both of my parents are still alive, fortunately.
Yeah.
My parents' divorce was
Messy.
very, very messy. It's still going on to this day. My parents got
Really?
divorced when I was 9. And
Still going on.
everyone's still arguing and hates each other. So it's drama constantly. And,
Oh, that's a shame.
my father, yes, he's an affluent physician and lives in Manhasset and everything like
Was
that.
he upset you didn't become a doctor?
On the
I don't think so. Because, we've
On the
never
cliff.
had those kind of conversations.
Yeah.
So there's nothing really there to that aspect.
And your mom,
my mom-
and your mom and your brothers, sisters.
My brother's old. I'm the oldest of 3 from the first marriage, and my brother teaches special education in the city. My other brother works for Northwell, and my mom works in the city. She's in high couture fashion. She's been in fashion for years and years and years. So it works out.
I had a fashion company.
You did?
Yeah, Bunda and Dowd.
Really?
Yeah, I created it in prison. Yeah.
That's pretty
What
cool.
was it? Prison garments? Orange? What was it? Orange?
Are you being facetious
No,
right
I'm
now?
serious. You created it in fashion in prison. What
Yeah,
are you
I
wearing
did.
in
I had to
prison?
look it up.
What, orange is the new black? That one? What is it? I don't know.
I look
I had a
horrible in
clothing
orange.
line.
Okay, is it still active?
No, the labels.
That's what I'm asking.
But the labels, I can
kind
get
of
you the
clothes?
label. You
What
want?
kind of
I have a label. I have one shirt with the label on it in my.
I want to see it.
It was all high fashion.
Was it butterfly collar?
No, it was high fashion women's
I
design.
didn't know you were a designer.
Well, I didn't, but my partner did it. I just financed it from prison.
Okay, I didn't know that. See,
Yeah.
I learn something every day.
The layers. There's a lot of layers to me. Okay.
I didn't know
And
that.
don't be so offensive. All
I
right.
didn't know. I want to know now. I want to see what you could create.
You want to see my create?
Can you make me a shirt?
Would you
this?
like a shirt?
One that would fit you? You mean?
This fits.
That you don't have your
Fits.
buttons bursting up
Buttons
every
bursting
time you
out.
every time you
Jacket.
breathe. Your buttons pop.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna host a game show with the jackets he wears. We're gonna have a Jeopardy hour.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. But yeah. So your mom's in high. So but the reason I mention that is because today that's a very tough business.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
business is disastrous. It's cutthroat. It's by the time you design something. The Chinese got it cut and printed, and you walk
Chinese
into
will do everything.
You walk into an event, and your clothes are on their rack. You just put yours out.
There's a Chinese guy in your limo right now. He just took over your business. He just drove it out. Of
course he did.
He's in the line.
But they would hawk our shows. I was in prison, but they would hawk our show, see our design,
then go mimic it.
copy it, and then be on their shelf the next day for half the price. So your mother's surviving in the industry.
Yeah, I mean, she's in
It's not an easy industry. That's right.
high-end furs like sable and all that type of stuff. Plus,
real
they do
furs?
a lot of different gowns and everything for
they real?
a lot of
Furs lose value.
actors.
Furs lose value.
Are they
Yeah.
real furs or are they faux furs?
They are real.
Oh, but did the PETA people?
They protest all the time.
They throw paint on her and stuff like that.
No, I mean, she's not the one that's designing it. She works there. She manages in the boutique. So, I mean, she's not the one that skinned the
Does she have a
sable.
nice life, your mother, after all of this?
Yeah. I mean, she does
Because
fine.
I hate to see people. I hate to see people's lives like be totally miserable. People disagree. They go on with their lives. Does she have a nice life?
She does. I mean,
Because I hate to see people suffering.
I definitely feel that she was completely shortchanged in the divorce side of things. I mean, once my parents split, my mom was forced to sell her house and then move back to Queens, where I moved back to Queens with her. I didn't stay with the money. I went with her. And, whatever. I could have probably done the opposite.
What's that?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a Rolex.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm saying you're doing okay.
Yeah, I do fine.
I see my.
I work my
let me
ass
show you
off.
mine. Let me show you mine.
I work 100 hours a week.
There you
though.
go. All right, good.
You know?
Keep it up. Doing good. Good for
Yeah,
you.
I do the
Not
best I
listening,
can.
I'm poking on you. Good for you.
So your limo, what's the name of it? Where can people, if they want to?
I own Arena Black Car in Deer Park, Long Island. They can find me at arenablackcarinc.com.
You're in Deer Park?
Yes, I am.
It might be the same place where I went for the interview. Is it off of Long Island Avenue?
Long Island Avenue, I don't know of any limo companies over there. Was it Transtar Executive? Was it on Bayshore Road?
No.
It was a big place?
Be a big place.
That might have been it.
I can't remember because I was running for my life back then.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do
Yeah, I
sometimes.
was running for my life back then. Don't forget.
I used to run from him a lot.
Yeah, it was a big place, and it was a big place.
Yeah, Joe would tell me now we talk. He goes, "You remember this guy?" I'm like, "I have no idea." He goes, "Yeah, he still hates you. You locked him up, right?" He'd tell me stories. And this guy, well, he's still doing drugs.
Yeah.
He goes,
This guy's still banged up. This guy's this. This guy's that.
Yeah.
And he'll tell me stories about them.
yeah.
It's
So you're based
ridiculous
out
stuff.
of Deer Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know? I have a good friend of mine, Dan Fawcett. No, okay.
think so.
He's got his own individual. He's got a couple of cars and stuff. He does the higher end. The black. What are they? Chevys now? Or what?
For SUVs,
Yeah.
everything's either Chevy Suburban, Yukon Denali, or Cadillac Escalade.
He's one of those. Nice guy. His dad. Oh, you got to know, his dad was killed driving for Long Island limousines on Vets Highway. It was in the Lyle car, one of those.
I think I know what you're talking about. It was a big accident.
Big accident.
Big
Yeah,
accident.
he got blasted. It was good 10, 15 years ago now.
Was he in a stretch limo?
No, he wasn't in the stretcher. He was in a long. He had his own. They all own their own cars for Long Island Limousine Service. The one that goes out of the airport, in MacArthur Airport.
Okay.
You know the one at the booth in MacArthur Airport?
It's not there no more.
No, it's not there anymore. It was there. Yeah. That was his service that he belonged to. It was a big service, Long Island Limousine Service.
Okay.
And his father was driving down Vets Highway.
Because there's been a couple instances with stretch limousines.
Yes.
Now in New York State, there are no real stretch limousines anymore.
Okay.
The only companies that have them have to be grandfathered in. Those are the ones that are left, and they can only hold them for a certain amount of time and a certain amount of miles. That's why you see a lot of party buses, limo sprinters,
Right.
things
The
like
sprinters
that.
now, yeah.
That's what's really taken the place of that.
Yeah.
Tons of money in insurance. Tons. DOT numbers, the whole nine yards.
Yeah.
Gets interesting.
Yeah. You got sprinters?
No, I don't, but I can acquire them very easily.
Right. No, I'm just curious because
I don't carry them per se, but I can get them.
Yeah. You have affiliations.
Yeah, I can get anything.
Yeah, that's good. So, is there anything that you want to impart, about that you want to share? Not necessarily about your industry type of thing, but about just your human experience.
I gotta say, kind of bring it back to the recovery aspect of things.
That's what we like to see. Yeah.
For me, substance abuse was inescapable. I used it as a crutch. I used it as a tool because it was the only tool in my toolbox that I felt I could use to get me through life. And learning years later that is not what I needed, and it was not helping me at all. and to really, like, anybody out there that feels that they cannot escape it and feels the same way that I did when I was under the influence and drugging and drug dealing and causing all the problems that I did, is that nothing's impossible, and I'm absolute proof of it.
And
I
what do
own
you-
my own company. I'm successful. I own a house. I'm engaged to be married. And that didn't come from, poor me, and I can't do this, and I have to do something illegal to get that place in life. There is a way to do things, and it's never impossible.
So in your toolbox today,
Yeah.
what's the key tool that you use every day to keep you sober and living a life?
I replay the tape. If I go out and stumble and I go do, act in a way that I used to act or use those behaviors, it's just going to boomerang and put me right back to where I don't want to be.
So you basically start your day or at some point during your day, and you make decisions, and you look at the end road from your last experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you
100%.
keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Do you go to meetings?
Actually, I don't go as much as I used to go. I used to go quite often, and one of the things that I really liked about meetings, I'm not a big book thumper. Like some of those guys, that was like a big turnoff for me in AA. And I know, look, I'm not trying to knock it.
No.
I know a lot of
You're allowed
guys
to say
use that and live by that book. To me, that book reads like stereo instructions, and I don't need to hear anybody else's war stories from 100 years ago to keep me sober. Some people might need that, and that works for
That's
them.
fine, yeah.
That's fabulous.
Right.
For me, at the end of the day, with AA was my choice of 12-step programs to go to, even though there's a lot of drugs in my story.
Yeah.
Speaking commitments was my big thing. I like to speak to young people and share my experience, strength, and hope with others,
Right.
and hope that they can identify with something that I'm saying and it might help them in their life.
And it helps you.
Absolutely.
To share.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It keeps you fresh.
Every day I wake up and just is, no matter what goes on during the course of my day, it's never an excuse for me to pick up a drink or a drug, because that's not going to make anything better.
What was the worst thing that happened to you, so people know how low it went? How low did you go, bro?
Ending up in jail, almost losing part of my leg, I think that'll do it right then and there.
That's pretty severe. That's pretty
that'll do it.
severe.
You know? But at the end of the day, for drug users or drug dealers or anybody living in that life, there is only two ways that it ends if you don't get help and get yourself educated.
Institutions.
And death.
Yeah.
If you want those two
That's a
things,
mic drop.
you're in the line of work.
That's a
you
mic
should be in.
drop. Boom.
Yep. That's
Institutions.
or death.
And we're going to wrap this show up on that note right now, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here at the
Organized
Organized
Minds. Joe, thank you very much.
Joe, thanks
Thank
for
you,
coming.
guys.
Do you have any before we close? Do you have like a social media? Do you have an account, a name?
Absolutely. ArenaBlackCarInc.com is our website. We're on Facebook, Arena Black Car Transportation Services, Arena Black Car Inc. on Instagram. We can be found very easily. Google Business.
And you're Arena with an A, not Arena with an O.
That is correct.
Okay,
With an
well,
A,
just to
like
make
sporting arena.
Just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll
Thank
be
you.
back.
See you next time. Stay safe.